Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be walking through my fairy forest build that I created for the New Year New Valley 24 photo challenge that's being hosted by Doing Dev Things and Drea Plays. I have been wanting to create a fairy forest in my Glade of Trust area for the longest time, ever since we got the Mushroom Manor, but I never got around to it. So when we got the I think it's Bountiful or something like that, the flower house, I especially wanted to put it down in here. But this really gave me the kick I needed to do the build, and it took me a few hours to get everything placed. But I first want to just walk through it and show you, and then I'll kind of walk through some of the rationale of what I was thinking. The placement of this was inspired originally by Bottled Sky. I saw a Reddit post of their Mushroom Glade of Trust Fairyland, and it gave me the placement idea. And I wanted to incorporate, like they did, pathing leading up to it, as well as the Dreamlight trees. But apart from that, mine is a lot more woodsy, leaning more into that forest look, and then including also a lot of the items that we got from the Eternity Isles update as well. So first started off with these pumpkin lanterns that we got. I forget what this is called, from Fairy Godmother. And I really wanted to take into account every entrance. So as we come from the beach, this is what it would look like. And I have my teleporter for the glade here as well. But this is what it looks like. I absolutely love how it turned out. All the sparkles and the bioluminescence from the pumpkin lamps and the new flowers just really set it off. So that's the main part of the build. I also did include Ursula's house over here as well. So she has her own little section here for her stuff. And every water that you can see has tons of the glowing lily pads as well. And like I said, I wanted to take into account every single way that you could get into this area. So even over here, I have it roped off, but you can maneuver around it from the peaceful meadows. So even this, I took into account what it looked like when you're coming through here. And similarly, from this part of the peaceful as well. So I made a point to use these lamps throughout. We put one of the arches here, where there's a little seating area, and you can actually walk through to the other side. Put down a little romantic seating area there. There are little rocks every way that you can kind of get around to different pathways. And I made sure to put little bundles of vegetation down as well to just kind of fill in the other spaces, with the occasional bench from Fairy Godmother as well. So there's all these little different scenes of like flowers and vegetation and things like that. And all of the little mining areas are all accessible. And all of the like little seeding areas as well for the trees are all accessible as well. So I wanted to include the trellises, the new trellises here as well for some visual interest, but that is pretty much what we did. And then back over here, I included some of the new planters, but again, you can get to all of the rocks around in here. And one of the big things that I focused on was being able to like fill in as much as possible with trees while still being able to get around and to be able to see. So if you've played in like other biomes with a lot of trees, it can easily get to where you can't see when you're walking around. So I made sure to space them out. I started with the two Dreamlight trees because I knew I wanted those to kind of frame around this pond and to give that interest. And then I added in these newer ancient trees with the flowers to frame in around those to kind of match up two and two. And then I took the other like glade trees and ancient trees and started to fill them in along with these purple little ones as well. And I wanted to ensure that from the beach that there was a good amount blocking up there because I wanted it to be like visible from other biomes, the amount of trees that are in this little foresty area. So that's what it looks like from over here. And then for the build's sake, I did include some of these other trees around just so that it didn't look sparse through the trees. So I just really made a point to look at around the build to just make sure that there were trees in other parts of the biome since I haven't completed it yet. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did to accomplish this look. And I think it really came out great. I really love how it looks, and um, it truly is one of my favorite things now in my valley. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little look into my build and kind of some of the things that I put into it. If you want to recreate something like this in your valley, that you have a little bit of a closer look than maybe you would have seen in the Instagram photo or in the TikTok itself. So hopefully that's helpful. And one thing I did do is take out some of the pathing in these little squares. And what I found funny is that some of the mushrooms started to grow in these little square spots as well. So that was a cute little touch that was unintended but ended up working out well. All right, well, thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Bye.